Aren't you Tactical Review?
I am. It's been a while since I've had any time to get out here and record, but yeah, that's me.
Man, I'll tell you what, I got some body armor. You want to try it out?
Well, yeah, I'd love to do a body armor
video. Cool. Let's do a video.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, here's this body armor that I think you ought to try out.
Oh yeah, that's good looking stuff. Steel plates. Yeah, looks comfortable. May I try it on?
Yes, absolutely. I want you to.
All right. Let's try here.
Need a hand with it?
I think I can get it. Thank
okay.
You. All right. Got that cummerbund there. Right there. All right. Yeah. That feels pretty good. Nice and tight.
Now what I want to know is who told you to quit making videos?
No. Hey, that worked pretty good. Well, hey guys, and welcome back to Tactical Review. The stories of my demise have been greatly over-exaggerated. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Actually, let's get a few thank yous out of the way. I want to start out by thanking my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys have stuck with me through this long video drought, and your continued support has actually allowed us to upgrade our audio setup. So hopefully the audio starts getting a little bit better on our videos. I want to thank RTS Tactical for sending out the plate carrier and the plates that we're going to be looking at today. This is their level 3 plus rated kit. So these AR-600 steel plates are rated up to 308 armor piercing. I'd like to get to the point where we can test that today, but stupid unconstitutional laws have made armor piercing ammo very difficult to come by. That said, stick around. We're going to definitely test it up to several varieties of 308, and then we're going to push it beyond its ratings. And then I also want to thank the awesome live person at YouTube who is going to have to manually review this. Thank you for understanding how nonlinear editing works and the fact that my father was not actually shooting at me in that introduction. So, you guys didn't come here, though, to listen to me monologue like some sort of cheap villain. Let's get set up, and we're going to test these plates. And guys, while I was doing the thank yous, I forgot a pretty major one. I need to thank my dad. Obviously, I couldn't have done the introduction of this video without him, and also he brought us some of the firearms that we'll be using to test this body armor today. So with no further ado, let's get down to it.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's that?
What in the hell's that deer got body armor on for?
Well, you gotta practice for hunting season.
You think the deer are wearing Kevlar vests?
All right, well, because these are rifle-rated steel plates, originally I wasn't going to test any handgun calibers against these at all. That said, here recently, a high-ranking government official educated me on the capacity of 9mm, and I was just completely unaware.
A 9mm bullet blows the lung out of the body.
So we are going to start out, we're going to send some Underwood ammo, Extreme Defender. As you can see, this is a brass solid, or a copper solid rather, with a very interesting design. This particular load is loaded at +P+ pressures and is rated for about 1,550 feet per second out of a standard handgun. In an effort to give it just a little bit more oomph and push it a little closer to rifle velocities, probably, we've got the chronograph set up to try to confirm that. we're actually going to be firing it from the 10.5-inch Palmetto State Armory AKV. 1,721 feet per second. Got a couple hundred faster than rated. All right, that's pretty impressive. We can see some lifting of the anti-frag coating. You guys have already seen the high speed. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So, but the underlying plate has absolutely no damage. But we're gonna quit playing around now. We're gonna step it on up to some rifle calibers. So let's get back to the shooting rest. Okay, so next up, we are going to be hitting it with some rifle calibers. We're going to start out with the 5.56 coming out of a 20-inch upper. Now this is just an inexpensive 20-inch upper from Bear Creek Arsenal. So it has a 1-in-7 twist instead of the more traditional 1-in-12 twist that a 20-inch would have had. 1-in-7 will be great for stabilizing this 62 grain M855 that we're going to be starting with, but it might struggle a little bit with the 55 grain M193. That's fine. We're just shooting 15 yards to kind of get an idea of effect on these plates.
So,
let's head down range and we'll check it out. All right, so here we've got the M855. As you can see, a lot more energy transferred to the plate. There's a slight divot here where it hit, and you can see where the anti-frag coating has a lot more lifted up. No risk of pass-through there. Just remember, when your elected officials are trying to convince people to ban more armor-piercing rounds, M855 green tip is not even a little bit armor-piercing. Okay, maybe it's a little bit depending on what you're calling armor, but not actual rifle-rated body armor. Let's try something else. Okay, I have been led to believe that speed is what defeats armor. As such, I've also picked up some Winchester-loaded M193 ball, which is rated to 3,240 feet per second out of a 16-inch barrel. If memory serves, it was actually rated at something closer to 3,600 feet per second in the original specification. That was a heck of a thud. Let's go take a look. Okay, that's pretty impressive, because as you guys hopefully can see here on the video, we've just got a little bit of a dimple we can feel with the M855. That M193 actually has a visible bulge, and you can feel it on the back. Now, I'd say there's still no risk of a pass-through here, but definitely a lot more energy transferred. I don't want to be on the receiving end of any of it, but that would definitely ring your bell a little harder. Dad, what'd you tell me this Bubba's Backyard load is?
I was told when it was given to me that it is supposed to be AP. As we know, it is not magnetic, so it does not have a steel core.
Well, true AP should have a tungsten core. I don't know, I guess worst case scenario, I blow up a cheap 20-inch upper, huh?
Well, as long as that's all that happens, but...
Just stick a thumb in it. Scott, we're glad you're okay. There. Well, I don't think that it managed to pierce that, but there's only one way to find out. The amount of damage to the actual underlying steel looks like it's somewhere in between the M855 and the M193. I mean, there does seem to be a little bit more of a divot, but nothing close to actually passing through. Again, though, this is an AR600 plate, not AR500, so maybe the fact that it's rated a little higher Anyway, let's figure out something else to throw at it. Small and fast didn't do the job. Don't I know it? Let's see if something a little bit thicker and slower can do what we didn't. So we're gonna go with some 123 grain 7.62 by 39 out of the Palmetto State Armory AK-47 GF3 with the custom paint job, aka the Commie Space Cat. Well, there's a little bit of energy there. The fact though that the plate fell tells me that it did not get penetrated. All right, a good bit of frag. We're definitely starting to peel up that anti-frag coating, and you can feel some pieces of lead or jacket underneath there. But very little damage, just a small dimple to the underlying plate. But the way that it threw this 9-pound plate around just gives you an idea of the amount of energy transfer that you're still going to be dealing with if you do take a round while wearing body armor. The law of conservation of energy says that that energy gotta go somewhere, bub. Just keep that in mind. All right, one more thing. Technically, I'm sure it's rated for this, but it's kind of not what you think about. We're gonna hit it with a 1 ounce solid Forester slug. This, oh, don't you worry about this. We'll talk about this later. That hit hard on both ends. Right.
And you've got a good view of how the anti-frag coating has, the energy was transferred in such a way that it peeled it front and back.
Yeah, and we hit right where the M193 did, just below it. I mean, there is no damage to the underlying plate. That said, though, there might be damage to the underlying ribs.
Yeah.
Again, there's no free lunch in physics. Yeah. And actually, talking about this anti-frag coating, now the back blow-off, I think, is just delamination from where the lead kind of blew around the edge. But you can see where that slug hit here, fragmented. A lot of it was caught here. But what would have come out over here actually would have blown through the edge of that nylon of the plate carrier, which is part of the reason we're testing the plates by themselves. I want to take a video and talk about that plate carrier and compare it to some of the other carriers that I've used and that I have currently, and it just wasn't going to do it justice to come out here and just shoot it to crap for nothing other than, you know, clickbait. Although that's a good reason to do a lot of things. 20 bucks is 20 bucks. Wait, oh, that lead's still hot. Hi. Okay. Now let's go back to rifle rated threats that it's designed for. Okay. All right. Well, obviously we've switched spots, or time ran forward very quickly. Dad's over there with his, it's a Ruger American, isn't it?
Yes, it's a Ruger American, chambered in .308 with the Magpul M American Hunter on it. Very comfortable, easy to change to suit the optic and the shooter.
Awesome. All right, so what we have for ammo today?
All right, we're going to start with the M80 Ball, 147 grain full metal jacket. This is the same round that's used in the M60. I believe it's the same round that was used in the M14. Then we're going to try Winchester Whitetail, as they call it, 150 grain, pointed soft point. This is the same ammunition that I have dropped many Texas hogs with.
All right.
Then we're going to move to the Federal Precision with 168 grain boat tail hollow point. This is the ammunition of choice for most SWAT team snipers.
Okay. Woo! Saw a piece of something fly off there. Let's go down and see what we got. first thing I can see, I don't know if you guys can see it in the sunlight there, we have a noticeable bulge on the back of that. And we took all of the frag coating off of the corner here. Well, that was a hell of a thud. All right, and you said that was the M80, right?
Correct.
This is crazy. You can see where the lead has splashed up and colored that frag coating. That's cool. All right, so this is the whitetail.
Yes, this is the Winchester 150 grade PowerPoint or whitetail load.
All right, and with this being a soft tip hunting round, we should probably see a lot less damage on the plate and maybe a lot more damage to the frag coating. That would be my guess.
That would be my guess also. And here we go.
There you go. Jumped right out of her clothes. On the one hand, we have the anti-frag, and on the other hand, we have the plate. That well, now what I can't tell is where you hit that one. Oh yeah, man, come here, look at this. The bullet went through the anti-frag coating.
Oh wow.
And blew all of the anti-frag coating off.
And we do have deformation.
Yeah, we have a definite dimple on there, but the dot in it, that's cool. All right. RTS, I have reattached the anti-frag coating. If you need anybody in your R&D department, give me a call. I'll send you a resume and references. Together we've got this. No, in reality, guys, eventually I'm going to get a hold of some ceramic composite plates, and we're going to look at the difference and some multi-hit capacity on that. But in the carrier that I would grab if crap ever hit the fan, I have ceramic composite plates because they don't come apart like this. And now we have the M80 ball.
Correct.
So with it being lighter, it'll be going faster. I don't even know what to think now.
Yeah.
That was a thud.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so once again, we have a very, very small hole just because it passed through this anti-frag coating and then made a divot on the backside. We don't have any 308 armor piercing to prove that claim, but we do have some 30-06.
Yes, we're borrowed my friend's Remington 742, 30-06. This is similar to the 150 grain pointed soft point that I was using. This is also his hog gun. So let's see what the 30-06 will do to it.
Wow, the muzzle blast just took the sunshade off of the chrono.
Hokey smokes.
Well, that outer spall coat was 4 yards away. We don't have any holes in this plate. Now what I don't know is which one of these holes, I think it was this one.
Well, actually, we take that small coat off. These down here was the 168 grain bowtail hollow point.
Mm-hmm.
This was the 150 grain Winchester pointed soft point. This was the M147.
All right, and so this has got to be it.
That's the 30-06.
Definitely a bigger bulge. Think it could go one higher?
I think we're going to try.
All right, well, now we're going to step up to the most effective caliber for killing white spikes. That's the 300 Winchester Magnum.
White spikes, we use this on elk, moose. This was, or is, the 168 grain boat tail hollow point 308. This is a 165 grain 300 Winchester Magnum. See if I can get my paws out of the way to see the comparison for those of you that aren't familiar.
So basically, that one's you, and that's the guy she told you not to worry about.
Yes, exactly. Now, fortunately, the friend that I borrowed this from, this man is about half of my size, and he's 25 years older than I am. He can handle this, so I'm not worried about my shoulder.
That was a thud. If you're not confident in your ability to take groin shots against a body armored target, just break out the 300 Win Mag.
Let's peel that back coating off and see, because did it completely penetrate?
Yeah, we have
Okay.
complete penetration here.
All right.
That's actually still adhered pretty well.
Oh, very good, RTS.
So, but yeah, we can see right through it.
Yes, we can.
So once again, testing out that level 3+ rated, and again, I've got a graphic on screen somewhere, or I've had a graphic on screen, or I've got a link to it, something. These are threat rated up to 308 armor piercing. So the 30-06 here definitely should have exceeded that. I'm really impressed with the fact that it stopped it. I do wish we had some 30-06 black tip, but M2 AP has also become a lot harder to come by. So if you guys have anything you want to see tested against this, go ahead and reach out to me, probably Instagram and DM me, or drop a comment below and let me know. We can work together if it's something you have to send that you want to see tested. I do have another plate. I got a set of 2, obviously. And then again, the RTS Tactical plate carrier. I've worn this for about 45 minutes almost every day for the 2 months that I've had it, with the plates in it. I've been wearing it out on runs and on hikes, just, you know, for the fitness thing. Obviously, with the steel plates, it's still 18 or 20 pounds extra. That said, the most comfortable carrier I've worn to date. This deserves its own video, so we're giving it its own video. Really impressed with these. Definitely like and subscribe to see me test more RTS products, and we'll see about getting some body armor from some other manufacturers in to test. And definitely want to start looking at some ceramic composites too, and compare them to this AR600 plate. Guys, thanks so much for watching. As I mentioned, get over on social media. I've got my socials up on screen right now. I will say though that I am absolutely most active on Instagram. Follow the channel over there. If you are following the channel over there, you've known all along that I wasn't actually dead. You know, it's just, ammo's expensive and things are expensive and the world's going to hell in a handbasket. Yeah, whatever. If you haven't already, head down below the player, give this video a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe so you can see what all we get up to in the future. If you'd like, you can head over to the Tactical Review store, pick yourself up some shirts and some stickers, and go ahead and rep the channel there. And once again, I can't say thank you enough to the Patreon supporters. You guys have stuck with me through this dry time and really helping us out with being able to buy cameras and audio and the sorts of things that you need to have behind the scenes to make videos. Guys, that's all I've got for you. Dad, do you have anything for the viewers at home?
Stay safe.
All right, it is 4th of July when we're recording, so hopefully the next video I still have all the fingies.
Son, it's, yes, the calendar says it's the 4th of July. It's Independence Day, people. Remember, defend your country. Stand up for democracy.
Happy Treason Day. Shoot
Amen.
straight, stay safe. Maybe. I want to thank RTS Tactical. They actually sent out the plate carriers. Look, some leftist sees this. I'm so red flag. Even the chrono's like, I don't know. It was going fast. We're going to be testing out that umbrella policy, aren't we?